Alrighty, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are here back in studio and on Discord with our buddy, our friend, the one, the only, Life Alert. How you doing today, bud?
Doing good.
Life Alert back on the podcast. You guys remember he was on the show last year, similar timing. Talking his haunt career. I think we went like almost 3 hours with that first episode, so that was a good episode.
Yeah, that was a long one.
That was a long one. It was a fun one though. It was a good one. Good memories, man. How you doing?
Doing good. Just going each day, dude.
That's how we do it, man. There is a lot to talk about when it comes with where we last left off with you and this past season. Your role in all of that and everything. So let's jump right back into where we left off from the last time, right? Where we were going into summer 2025. Obviously, boot camps, show practice. Talk to me about that entire summer for you, getting back into the groove of things and how it reflected going into season.
Summer was crazy, man, because during my regular work, I was traveling up and down California, pretty much to all the different properties my company runs out of.
Right.
Filling in as just regular grunt work or all the way up to general manager work, giving other managers some time off. It was crazy. I mean, I was 7 days a week, every single day, traveling several hundred miles. Come across time that we were starting to finally kick into gear with the Dark Harbor sliders, with our practices, just starting to get back into the groove. Boot camps, everything. I mean, it felt good to finally pull the haunt box out and say, all right, we're going to get ready. It's almost time. God, where do I even begin with how crazy summer is, man? I mean,
Dude, it was a crazy summer. I was there for a lot of it.
we put ourselves through the ringer this year. As each year of Dark Harbor has done slider shows, it's got to go bigger and better. And this year we exceeded so many shows. I mean, there's been some shows in the past that were like good. I mean, I wasn't there at Dark Harbor at the time, but from watching YouTube videos and seeing them, they were good.
Right.
And who knows what time period they had to come up with a show, if it was improv. I don't know, but they still made a show and it was still good. Last year's show compared to this year's show, it smokes it out of the water. It's not even in the same conversation. I mean, this year's show was incredible.
Oh, hands down, yeah.
We practice several times a week. Oh God, let's see. About halfway before we were about to start, before we were kind of taking it easy, sliding, coming up with ideas, meeting new people, seeing people that were at the rink during boot camps, connecting with them, and quite a few of them actually became the slider team this year for the Dark Harbor Sliders. And they were just outstanding. Just completely outstanding. I mean, they jumped right in. They held their own right with us. They
Pun
knew
intended.
what they were getting themselves into. Yeah.
Jumped right in.
And to see, you know, someone that's maybe never done show sliding before, but maybe during Halloween, that they were sliding, maybe at a home haunt, going full force straight into show, it humbled them. And it even humbled me, because this year was bigger for all of us. For the entire team, it was bigger. Let's see. Going into boot camps, we wanted to all go to boot camps just to further better ourselves even more with safety. Big thing in sliding world is safety is number one always.
Right.
Going into uh, character development, that was another big one. Shout out to Cherry.
Yeah.
God, there was just so much, man.
Dude,
It's so hard to pick where to even like place because this year was just so much.
It was a lot. There was a lot, and I joined back in to the groove of things back in like June, and you guys were already in it. So that was around the time June, I think, when they started like the first boot. No, I think it was like one of the boot camps. It was like the second or first boot camp was back in like early June.
I think so, yeah.
And we jumped. I remember jumping in that, and then afterwards, even after the boot camps, you guys were running show practice. So you guys were not only getting the exercise and conditioning of the boot camps, but you were also getting the conditioning and practice of the show afterwards. So it was like double workout for you guys, essentially.
Oh yeah, I mean, some of the guys, God, they were practicing literally right after Haunt.
Yeah.
They were practicing in January, February, and then March we started to kind of like, all right, guys, let's kind of get together and let's just hang out. And then from there, it just progressed all the way through like show, the boot camps, coming to the rink several times a week. I mean, we had 2 days or 1 day, 2 days, I think. We got there at 8 in the morning. And went all the way until 9 o'clock at night.
Damn. Full ass 12-hour day right there, bro.
Yeah, just purely doing show back to back to back to back to back. I mean, in total, I think we've done the show entirely almost 100 shows in total between practices and doing the full run at Dark Harbor.
Well, how many shows did you do total at Dark Harbor? And there was nights that I know that you had to take days off, but like outside of that, like how many you did 2 shows a night, and so what? Like was it like 6 shows?
2 shows a night times the amount of dates that were run at Dark Harbor. That's 64,
64, 68 or something like that. And then
yeah,
minus the days that you missed from the days you didn't work Dark Harbor or the days you weren't scheduled, which I think it was like 1 or 2 days.
Funny story. You know.
Yeah.
So
I know.
Go big or go home, right?
Indeed.
With just how intensive we were on our bodies. I mean, damn near almost everyone was getting hurt in one way or another. I took the trophy on that one though.
I think you did.
I back in 2022, I busted my chin open on the Dark Harbor floor because a guest pummeled into the back of me running from someone else. And then 23 never got hurt, 24 didn't get hurt, and then of course 25 I had to bust my chin open.
Is this like an every 2-year thing then? Are you gonna get hurt every 2 years now? It's like 22 and then 2 and then now 25.
Well, just like with actors or famous people, or just maybe it's just how the terminology came with that, but the things come in threes.
Yeah.
I did it 3 years later.
That's true.
And not only that, I got hurt 3 times this year.
Damn.
I let's see.
Freaking Dark Harbor's gonna have to pull out an insurance policy on you.
That's why they call me Life Alert. Slider auditions, I dislocated my shoulder and I was able to pop it back in 10 minutes before we were about to start. We were literally practicing on the ground.
Guy, dude.
But the grounds that we were practicing on wasn't the physical format where we were actually going to be doing haunt. It was actually in the back part of the lot. Popped it back in, took a couple Advil, and just said, "All right, let's run it."
That's a very Devin thing to do.
Yeah, I never dislocated my shoulder ever, so that was a first for me. But as soon as I knew what happened, I put two and two together.
Shit.
Made it all the way through audition. Then during the season, I busted my chin open.
Yep.
So that was the second time I've busted my chin open, and then again I dislocated my shoulder at practice for the Unite show.
My God, dude! I swear, I don't. I. Oh my God! You're becoming the new Justin. You're becoming the new Cavities. Like, you're gonna hurt yourself all the time. It's like, don't.
Yeah, that one sucked. But the best story though, best story of that. I mean, I forcefully had to take the time to let my chin heal.
Yeah,
that was just a given because it's an open wound, and I had 6 stitches.
He became a red shirt.
Yep, I had to become a one of the regular workers that help run the event, and I met some incredible people doing that too. I mean, there were some really awesome
super
people
nice
that
people.
They all looked at the characters and they all loved it. And then when I told them I was actually one of the sliders and I showed them a picture of me, they were like, "Oh my God, that's you! I see you all the time."
Guy was freaking force to be reckoned with. That's why.
Yeah, I had to take a couple days off for that, and then I got cleared, went right back into sliding. And then, of course, I dislocate my shoulder for the first Unite practice we had.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I was having to fill in for, oh my God, Steven. I had to fill in for Steven.
Okay.
On one part on his long pencil.
Yeah.
And I said I could do it because I did it in 2024.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, stars aligned and my left wrist got buckled somehow and my whole arm folded under me right almost at the end of the pencil. And I landed right on Killis.
Oof. That sounds like it hurts.
So I had to go to the hospital. They reset it. I took 2 days off and my shoulder was feeling good. And then I kind of eased back into doing all 4 sliding. So hands and knees. And then by, what was that? Monday or no, Sunday or Monday? No, Monday because it was closed. Dislocated it Monday night, took the night off Tuesday. Wednesday I was back sliding full character, and then by Friday I was all hands on deck, ready to go.
Damn. Oh my God. Like, I don't even know. That must have been just a lot of ibuprofen. A lot of ibuprofen.
I didn't take. Oh no, I did. I did take. Yeah, I did take ibuprofen. But I didn't take a lot. I only took maybe 3. 1 each night, just so my arm wouldn't kill me throughout the night.
Gotcha. Just so you kind of, because you can't really control what happens when you're sleeping.
Yeah.
But no, this guy, I swear, was on a freaking. This guy was a menace, man. I'd see you do stuff a tall guy shouldn't be doing, and the only reason I know that, the only reason I know that is because I am a tall guy, so I can relate. But you did touch on something that I don't think gets a lot of recognition, and it was talking about the like kind of the blackouts and like the helpers around the event, who were some of the nicest people, and that couldn't, that's so true. It's because like there were nights where I would talk to them and just have great conversations. There was nights where I would have to go to like guest services, and guest services was amazing to work with. I never had any issues.
Most patient people in the world.
Oh, 100%. Like, and I'm like, I don't know how you guys can do it with an event like this, because I know a lot of people drink there, so I know that the patience can only go so far, so thin. So, it is incredible to see what is happening right now over there at Dark Harbor, because I feel like 2025 was their strongest event yet. And rightfully so, where you see it in the eyes of the talent, of the people that are working there, and the people that have been loyal to that event for some time. So that must feel incredible to be a part of that family, because of the fact that everyone especially on this team, put their 2 cents into how this show was going to be finalized and what was going to be in it. And you had a lot of big roles within this show this season. You want to talk about some of your roles this season? Because I think you were one of the standout characters throughout the entire show, because you were one of those characters that could do a lot of those, lay down there for the stunt for something like this, or pick somebody up for something for this, So like, talk to me about having kind of one of those key roles in the show.
Oh, one of the other things I meant to mention, right at the end of the season with doing some of the red shirt stuff throughout the event, the people remembered me and they brought me gift baskets for
Dog.
saying thank you for helping us. So
That's
just another
awesome.
shout out to them. They were awesome.
Just
But
continues to see how nice of people they are.
yeah, I mean they truly loved us. They were awesome, and I hope to see them again soon. Going to this year, yeah, I mean everyone kind of knew they had to be universal. Like there were going to be times where, hey, one person's not going to be here. We need someone to fill that. I mean, Tonto, I mean, he did everything above and beyond. Nick, Dietz, Pyro. Um, Everyone had a certain part where they had to fill in. I mean, even the girls. I mean, it. I don't think anyone didn't have one thing they didn't do for someone else when there were nights where like, hey, I'm not feeling good, or hey, I can't make it because work, or they're sick, or they got hurt, or whatever it be. With um coming up and being kind of a spotlight, I don't consider myself a spotlight, because as a team whole, everyone is the spotlight. Everyone is being watched. Everyone is being cheered on. I mean, I'm the tallest guy out of the whole group, so I'm easily spotted. But when it came to doing the show and coming up with parts, everyone had ideas like, hey, why don't you guys do this and this? And there was one practice I couldn't make, and I was up north having to work. I came back to the very next practice, and Sammy, and Mike, and I think someone else said, "Hey, why don't we do a cool thing where you do a springboard?" And I was like, "Dude, that sounds like fun." So the next practice we tried like, "Hey, do you remember about the springboard thing?" "Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, let's give it a try." Trial and error, trial and error. And for the viewers, springboard was the beginning of the show where me and Sammy go into a fight sequence. I punch, I miss him,
Yes.
he punches me, he throws me down, and then he gets on my back. And then Tonto comes in for pretty much a shot over Sammy and over me. I'm sorry, through Sammy and over me. And trial and error, trial and error. I will never forget the first time we actually tried it. Mike collided right into me. And it was just a timing thing. Like I was telling Sammy, oh my God, I'm coughing. I was telling Sammy, I'm like, when it comes time, like where you see Mike, you can jump over him because he's going to need enough speed and room to jump over me.
Right.
You could jump over him way sooner than you think. So we got to talking and practice how he would have his foot placement on my back, and then Mike would go for a practice slide and he jumped.
Right.
And we got it down a couple of times. I mean, it was to the point where, dude, if someone blinked wrong, he would have hit me. That's how close he was
Wow.
to like clearing me. And we started getting better timing and better timing and better timing to where it was like you couldn't even think about it. It was just going to happen naturally. The jump was going to happen so clean. Never a problem through any of our shows with a live audience.
Okay.
Never once did we ever have a problem.
And the thing I loved about that stunt too was just how creative it was, in the sense that, you know, you don't see that very often, or at least in my knowledge to the shows that I've seen, I have never seen that move in particular, of how it was orchestrated. So what you guys were able to capture with that, and that's the starting move. That's like that's your cold open right there. You know what I mean? Like that's just to set the tone of what you're about to see. You know, that's not even within what we get later on in the show and the other stunts that are about to come. But that is a great opener, and that was a great a move that you guys were able to work out with the three of you. And it's like you said, it's not just one person; it's the entire team. So everyone had a fit in it.
Yep. And even on the nights that I wasn't there, they came up with a different segment because no one felt comfortable to do that. It
So
was strictly something that me and Sammy did that was our own. And Sammy didn't feel safe for the person that would have to lay down and be jumped over by Tonto.
yeah,
So what they were doing is after their fight sequence, one person would lay down and the other person would lay down on top of them. So it would be a double stack, and then
double.
Mike would jump over the top of them.
Yes, I remember seeing that
And
one too.
that was still cool. That was still pretty neat. But that show, or that stunt in particular, was definitely an eye opener, because every single show, people were like, "Wow!" on the sidelines every
Yeah.
time Mike would jump, and every time after that. I mean, it was definitely one of the coolest tricks I've ever done.
And it's
And
like
I
I
didn't even
said,
do it. I was just a base.
well, it's like I said, it was done so early on in the show too. So like I said, that's setting your tone right there.
Yeah.
And I think that was a great tone setter. Another stunt that was done multiple times during practice, but you were able to conquer it and make that stunt your bitch, was the limbo bar stunt with you having to carry it.
Skull Crusher.
Yeah, we practiced that over and over. I was there the day you guys were practicing it. I believe it made the documentary, but we practiced that so many times, and even on the
That
day,
was
oh my god,
yeah,
uh,
that was a trick that took me a little bit to get down, because with the amount of work I was doing during summer and doing practice like once or twice a week, I would forget show. I would
yeah,
forget some of the segments, and it was so hard, and I was beating myself up. I'm like, how could I not remember some of these things? So, and everyone was forgetting a spot here and there. And I mean, we were literally running ourselves ragged.
yeah.
And it came to a point where we had to sit down several times a night and go through it at 50%. And then for me, I was like, I'm taking it a step higher than that. I want to write down my segments, and then I want to write down the show. But with Skull Crusher, yeah,
Yeah,
that was a badass trick. I mean,
dude.
the last segment on the limbo bar, and I have to crawl under, go for a field goal, which I lay on my back and put my legs up in the air, and Tonto jumps through me, and I have to grab the limbo bar, go straight to my head, let the girls jump. I go straight up, two more slide, and I go back down, and then two more jump over the limbo bar, and then I go to a pencil for Steven and Ruby.
It is by far, when you're putting it together, and I think that's why he struggled with it in the beginning and why we had to do it at a slow pace. It's a pretty complex trick.
It's super fast.
It is a fast trick, and it's a complex trick, and you got to know everyone's part. It's like you said, you can't just know your part. You need to know everyone's part in that trick, because you need to know who's coming and when, and you got to make sure your part is executed so everyone can safely execute their part.
Yes.
And like I said, I was even nervous on opening night when you executed it in front of the audience for the first time. Because I had seen you so badly struggle with it and how much it was starting to get to you. and then opening night comes, and then you have that down like flawlessly, and by the end of the season, you made that trick your bitch. I'm pretty sure you can do it in your sleep now.
Yep, 100%. I can remember show from start to finish because we've done it 100 times.
Yep.
With practicing and physical live shows. I mean, we running ourselves ragged is an understatement. we ran ourselves to the ground with practices and shows, and just going out and having to scare throughout the night. You know, we're trying to keep the energy up while scaring and have enough energy to do show.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that, you know, I would see it night in, night out. You know what I mean? It's like I'd come as many times as I did, and I'd freaking see how tired you guys were, how freaking exhausted you guys were, how happy, excited you guys were. You know, talk about the happy and excitement of Sliders Unite, because that was something I think the entire community enjoyed. I've been asking everyone that's been involved with it, that we've been doing these shows with, their personal point of views of it, because everyone has a different point of view of it and perspective of it, and what was going through their head with it. This was a big deal. This hadn't happened in some time. What was it like to participate in the return of Sliders Unite for the third time?
It was, for me, that was a dream come true, to be like part of a whole community. I mean, not to say I wasn't part of a whole community, because everyone knows Dark Harbor. Everyone knows the Slider shows. Everyone knows Knott's. Everyone knows Six Flags. Everyone knows Castle Park. Everyone knows all these haunts.
Right.
But for the Unite show to be a part of that, that was big, because we did not have a lot of time to come up with something. We had like 1.5 days. And that was the first night we were there. We were going through the entire show, and of course I dislocated my shoulder before we even finished practice that night. So I was already lost in the loop on my parts. I didn't remember what I was going to do, because my brain only remembers our show.
Mm-hmm.
And we incorporated our show with the Unite show, which was cool. But there were segments that were swapped out. There were segments that I still stayed in.
Well, like real quickly, when you talk about that, like you go from a team of like at max, what was it, like 15 at max? At max? Maybe 15 to
10.
like 10. You go from a team of 10 sliders to then a team of like 3 times as that.
Right.
So it's like, yeah,
I mean,
it was hard.
A lot.
Yeah.
We had so many people. I mean, everyone there, man. It's just, it felt so damn good to be around everybody. I mean, all these people, you know, I'm friends with. And then to meet the guys from Florida, that was awesome, man. Both of those guys are just so amazing. So nice.
Yeah, the Florida guys, Slider Syndicate, those guys are great out there. They just had a big event. Well, as of this recording, it was this past weekend, but if you're watching it, it happened in December, so yeah.
Shout out to you guys too, man.
Absolutely.
It was scary. I'm not going to lie. That was scary, coming up to the day of Unite, where we showed up early. We had just a few hours to practice and go over everything, and it was a little rough in the beginning, in the practice, but we said, hey, you know what? We're going to run it. And when it comes time to show, we're going to do it. We're going to execute it as best as we can, because we have 2 shows. First show went pretty good. I mean, slight hiccups here and there, but it was nothing. And second show, dude, it was so awesome. Dude, everyone was on point.
Such a good night. I think one of my favorite nights of Haunt, you know, for 2025. But such a successful night in the world of Haunt, because of the fact that I probably wasn't the only one doing it that night, but at least on my end, we went on, you know, we were live on TikTok, and 3.2K viewers for both shows.
Wow.
Total. So I mean, that is incredible when you look at it in the world of the haunt world, of more eyes from other places that have probably never seen what was going on. But it was just unreal. I was getting people from all over the world watching. I was getting people from overseas watching. I was getting just everywhere, you know, and didn't matter what time zone you were on or not. It was just like if you were in the middle of the night scrolling and seeing what was going on, like that's probably what you came across. And I think a lot of people for the most part enjoyed it. I didn't get to read too much comments as the show was going on, but it seemed like every now and then when I would look in, a lot of people were enjoying what they were watching. So that was cool.
I want to say also as well, that show without Dietz and Omar, it probably wouldn't have happened. And I'm pretty
Absolutely.
sure Paul was involved as well, Vertigo. Um by Omar leading us through the entire season of building a show, getting off work from working super early till super late at night, getting us all prepared and everything. I mean, he doesn't want to take credit for it, but you know what, Omar, you and Dietz, you guys deserve so much damn. You guys are the show. You helped us build what we had.
Yeah, no,
I mean, the
a
entire
thousand percent.
team built the show too. I mean, every like when I mean everyone had an input, everyone had an input.
Yeah.
Everyone brought the show this year.
Yeah, no, I agree wholeheartedly. From, I mean, everyone that you saw in the show, you know what, in makeup, all that stuff at the event were there from the summer, from the start. There was even some people that weren't able to make it this season because of just injuries or just other things that happened in life that we wish we could have had those people with us that season, but you know, stuff happens in life. It is sad, it is unfortunate. Hopefully next season those people can join us. But nonetheless, there are a ton of just positives that came out of this year. I think overall, with what you were saying, it's like, you know, you had a strong team with a strong leader and strong veteran guidance. And I don't think it gets, you know, it doesn't get more luckier than that, especially when you have a team willing to push themselves and execute what's expected of them. I feel like everyone, it's like you said, everyone on the team brought something out. Everyone on the team contributed to the show, and everyone has on the team put their stamp in the history books with both this show for the season and Sliders Unite. And I think it was a really good representation this year, as far as a good mixture of veterans with some rookies, because a lot of people don't know this, but there was a couple of rookies on the team this year that were sliding for the first time
Yep.
ever at a haunt that season. So, I mean, shout out to Big Worm being one of them, coming from
Yep.
Wardrobe, you know, going into the sliding world. I know Alex, another one who kind of came in and started sliding at a haunt for the first time, and she was just incredible. But she's already like super athletic, so like that really was a big benefactor to in her favor too. So that's
Oh yeah,
incredible.
100%.
Um, but it was just incredible to see all these, and then, you know, you had the whole female group of sliders, of which also included you know, Tay and Kitty. So uh big shout out to the females this
That's
year.
that's another person too. I mean, Kitty coming in, she's slid, but she's never done really show
Yeah,
other than helping with last year. But she didn't really slide at
right.
all. She just filled in on certain parts for body jumps or limbo bar or so be it. And for her to throw on the pads and give it her all every single practice, I mean, everyone was frustrated. She was mad at some things that she was doing and missing. I was mad at things I was missing. Everyone on the team had a problem with one thing they were forgetting. But I mean, just to watch her go from oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, scared.
Yeah.
I told her I had the same feeling. When I got asked to join the QM Sliders, I was blown away. I never thought in Haunt I would ever become a part of a Slider team, ever. And to have that asked for me, that was big. And even to this day, it still doesn't, it still feels like a dream.
Right.
And
yeah.
one of the things I told her coming up, because she was nervous as hell. I mean, I get it. I said, when you're in the moment and the music's going, you're playing through your show in your head. The outside crowd doesn't matter. They're just there. They don't know if you missed a part. They don't know if you did something wrong or an off timing. They don't know because they've never seen the show. This is going to be the first time they're going to see it. And guess what? Whole show ran flawlessly. First run.
Well, not to mention, there was nights that I was there, and there would be times where after a show, we would all go hang out. Usually, like, you guys would take the pictures in front of the sign with, you know, the guests and everything. And then, you know, you guys would usually hang out in that area, start getting kind of easing back into scaring again.
Yep.
But there would be times where, like, you guys, we would all kind of have a conversation just real quick of like how the show went and everything. And there'd be times where I would get a couple of you guys come up to me and go, you know, I fucked up my part, you know, like all this stuff and everything. And I'm like, I only know because I've seen this show be built from the ground up. So I know exactly what this show is supposed to look like. Anyone else that's here, you got to imagine by the time the first show, which is at 9:00 starts, they're already fucking at a heavy, they're already at a heavy buzz, if not drunk already. So I'm not, and that's not giving no disrespect to you guys at all. It's not. It's just
it's true.
But what I'm getting at is no one's gonna notice the slightest of slight hiccups because of the fact that if you're running it flawlessly and you're continuing to go of how you're supposed to go and just kind of not putting it out there that you fucked up, people are just going to keep cheering and going like if it's part of the show. And, you know, it's like, it's things like that just kind of blend in. Yeah, as a performer, you're going to take a big L and you're going to, like, you know, beat yourself up for it. But from a guest point of view, they're not going to notice it, and they're not even going to be fucking talking about it right after the show's over. If anything, they're going to talk about their favorite stunt or a crazy stunt that they saw in that entire show. They're not going to talk about, oh, remember when that guy fucking ate shit? Nah, dude. And if you execute a great stunt, you know, it's like, come on.
Oh, between Steven's super long pencil and everyone lining up into the pencil.
Yeah.
The girls segment, I heard the crowd cheering on for that.
More bodies.
Skull, yeah, bodies. Shout out to Lyndon. And oh man, he was so awesome for our MC, man.
Oh my God. Let's talk about that real quick. I got some words for that right there. I think it was by far, like, I think towards the end of the season, I started talking about him more throughout the show, because I would always stand in the kind of corner with you guys and we would talk and bullshit throughout the show, before the show, all that stuff. But and so, like, I always thought it was hilarious that this guy essentially designed his entire own free-for-all script for the Slider show. And if you guys went multiple nights, you know what I'm talking about. The captain of the event would be the MC of the Slider show, and he would say certain things at certain parts every single time, every single show. More Bodies was one of them, but like he would just play along with the music, play along with the beats, play along with the vibe of the people. But he had his things that he would say every single show, around every single song. Like, he was the ultimate hype person for you guys, I think.
Oh yeah, completely. I mean, even during intros, introducing all the sliders.
Yeah.
In the after our, like, warm up soft opener.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he would make everyone's name hyped as hell.
Oh,
it didn't matter who
it sounded like your name was $1 million.
Yes, and 100%. I mean, he made everyone feel like you are a badass because you are a badass.
Yeah. Yeah. No, he was incredible. And, you know, I'll be completely honest with you, and this is just me being an old school fan. I wasn't a big fan of his last year when they first brought him on, only because I was just so loyal to the original captain and how that captain was perceived, and how that's what got me into Dark Harbor was that character, the captain, you know? And so like I was so biased on just having one set person be that captain. Well, in the world we live in, nothing lasts forever. For good or for
Right.
bad, everything changes. And they did obviously recast the ringmaster and the captain in a new era for Dark Harbor, which I think now is just they're both flawless. Honestly, like I love them both now. Like coming out of this season, honestly, like I have no hate at all. Even going into the season, like they have grown on me. At the end of last season, they both have grown on me. Like they are just doing an incredible job making those characters their own. And kudos to them. I can't wait to see what they have in store for next year.
For being extremely universal, I mean, the new captain this year, man, and last year, he was last year too. But I mean, like you said, this year he completely knocked it out of the park.
Yes.
I mean, 100%.
I think he found his voice a lot this year. They both found their voices this year, big time.
Oh yes, and we also had someone else that was playing Ringmaster on the nights that Ringmaster couldn't either this year.
Right.
That was Surgeon.
Yes.
And Surgeon on the nights that wasn't Surgeon knocked Ringmaster out of the park. I mean, just completely, you could not tell between the two.
Yeah.
At all. And on some nights, Captain was, or no, one night? It was Captain's Appreciation Night, or Admiral's Appreciation Night, I think it was. Admiral was out.
Right. He came out, I think he did like a weekend or two, didn't he?
Yes, I'm sorry. The way I was thinking, yes, it was the last night Admiral was going to MC for us.
Okay. I think it was that Sunday, yeah.
Yeah, and we gave him just a quick rundown on, just here's the names. We gave him a little note so he could read down the names at what point he reads them. And he looked over the show and realized what Captain did. So he was like, okay, cool. And I said, dude, I want you to just give us the most randomest names in the world. Yes. It doesn't even have to be the names. Like you could come up and just say
whatever you want.
And he was in such a good mood that night.
He's always, listen, the thing I know about Brad, he's always game for it. He's always game for it, especially in that character. He's always game for it. You give him that microphone, you tell him, hey, just come up with random names. He's going to be like, bet, bro.
Oh, he had such a blast. And not only that, the sliders were dying laughing. I mean, it brought so much dopamine to all of us because, I mean, we're drained. We're tired. We're working our normal jobs in the day and going straight to haunt at night, getting 3-4 hours of sleep. Or like Omar, man, he was not even sleeping, and he was on my schedule last year, getting like 2 hours of sleep a night.
Yeah.
And trust me, man, I know that feeling. That sucked.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
And I'll never forget Admiral coming out there and giving the most unhinged names for us. That was the best.
Man, that really woke everyone up that night.
Yeah.
Honestly, like that, I love Brad. Brad is amazing. I got to get him back on the show. It's been far too long since COVID. I think that was when we had him on the show.
Oh, wow.
And he's been expressed interest of wanting to come back on, and I gotta schedule something with him soon. But yeah, he's funny, man. He's great. But that new captain too is just incredible. I'm glad that worked out for you guys too, because
we always thanked him at each night. Like, dude, thank you so much. That was such a good show. And even afterwards, when we were already clocked out and going back to our cars, he would come and hang out with us.
Yeah.
And he was having such a good time. And
yeah,
we definitely loved having him, hang out with us. I mean, one other thing, we had one night that was added to the roster of the nights. It was a Monday.
Yes, the deadest night in my opinion.
Yeah, and it forced people to have to take a forced day off so they wouldn't hit over 40 hours a week or overtime pretty much.
Okay.
So it created a lot of like who the hell is going to be here? What show is going to happen? And how the stars aligned.
Yeah, because that next day, that Tuesday, right? That Tuesday was the Sliders Unite. So it was that Sunday.
Yeah.
Some people took off Monday, the other half took off, and then Tuesday. It was just so Tuesday can align so everyone could be there on Tuesday.
Yes, exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
So the week prior, I took a day off because of my shoulder.
Right, the dislocation.
So I already took a day off. So what happened was the next week on that 7-day run or whatever it was, I took the Wednesday off.
Good choice.
Monday and Tuesday, I had no choice but to be there because we were told there has to be a show Monday. I was the only person that showed up.
You did a one-man show. Please tell me you did a one-man show.
I'm not. I'm making it more hype than what it really was. So
Devin,
there were still people that showed up to work.
No, I get it. You were the only one on the team.
Out of the show team-wise,
yeah.
I was the only person that showed up that day because everyone had to take a day off.
I know, but it would have been, you know how funny it would have been if you would have recorded like a one-man, like, can you imagine, just like for the fuck of it, for the comedy of it, right? You play the show audio and everything. They introduce, like, they're trying to introduce everyone, like, everything, and you're the only person in the fucking show. And then you run the show like you bestly can as one person, but it's just you running around trying to do everyone's part. That would be fucking comedy, bro.
That was literally the worst fear I had when I got there and I got to our tent backstage and I have the whole tent to myself. I'm like, oh no.
Like, they're going to make me do this shit by myself, bro. They want a show. They're going to make me do it by myself.
We promised Star, the GM of Dark Harbor. Shout out to Star, by the way. She's amazing. I love her so much.
She is
by far
very amazing.
The greatest GM that I could have ever worked for. Period.
Listen, I'm not even gonna stop there. She is just the greatest human being.
100%.
That God has ever put on this.
No, 110%.
Like, it is just unreal of how welcoming she's been since I've met her. And how close me and her have gotten. She's like a sister to me. And she is just so incredible at what she does with her job. She is very much taking that event in her own hands and trying to make it something incredible. And she's doing a great job. And she's not doing it alone, obviously. There's a lot of people that help her, a lot of people above her, a lot of people below her that are all putting their 2 cents in, that are making this event what it is now. But she is a crucial part of those day-to-day operations. Yes.
Oh, yeah. And that night, I swear. The Monday night. I'm sitting backstage and I'm like, uh-oh.
Oh, no.
What are we doing?
Oh, no.
So I'm going through my head of like, what are we going to do? And Logan, haunt name Moan Damage, he was going to take that Monday off, and he was like, hell no, dude. Help is on the way, dear.
Oh, bro. Came in clutch.
And Logan came in clutch, 100%. And by the way, for someone that worked at Universal, came to a brand new world, brand new people, and for someone that just was themselves, 100% themselves, we brought Logan into our circle of our slider tent area, and it was like the missing puzzle piece we've needed.
Dude.
Yeah, I mean, I can't express how amazing, funny, charismatic. I mean, everything positive you could say about Logan, it's not good enough.
Logan looks like a fucking frat boy. He does. But then when you get to know him, he doesn't have, I mean, he can get that mentality of a frat boy, like as far as the partying aspect of things goes. But as a person, he's one of the coolest fucking people you'll ever meet. He's one of the nicest people you'll ever meet. I don't understand.
Without a doubt.
You know, he told me, when he told us his story, from where he came from to where he arrived at, and what happened on Sliders Unite. I won't get too much into it, but when he told me that and he told us all that, like, I was like, you got to be kidding me, bro. Like, we've only known you 5 minutes and it seems like we're treating you better than other people have. But yeah, dude, he's such an incredible person. He is. He's a nice person, and we were talking a lot at a Torrance party, like about a couple months ago, because he was cool. We were just vibing, honestly.
Logan is an absolute treat. I love you, buddy.
Love you, Logan. He's gonna be on the show pretty soon too.
He shows up. One of the OGs of Dark Harbor, Nemo, he's been working with us, including Bricks, X, Scuba, all of them. They were all working, except that night they weren't there. It was just Nemo.
Mm-hmm.
And me and Nemo are sarcastically joking like it's going to be a 2-man show. And I said, no, I got Logan. So now it's a 3-man show. Okay, we can maybe make something work with that.
It's like you guys are forming your own little Avengers right now.
Oh, dude, we literally had.
I kind of wish I would have been there for that night. I kind of wish I would have been there for that night. That would have been impressive. That would have been a documentary of its own right there.
Dude, not even kidding you. It is so scary to have 15 minutes to come up with a show that you have to do twice a night.
I really wish.
Scary.
I wish I would have gone and just filmed a bunch of B-roll that night, and then I would have came back later and just grabbed the 3 of you, and we would have shot a documentary. That would have been such a great documentary to fucking.
So our show originally was about 14 minutes, 12 minutes, give or take. Or no, let's see. About close to 15 minutes. Yeah. And that night, we agreed that it was going to be about a 10-minute show at max, because one, the stuff that we do during the main show, I don't want to put that pressure on brand new people.
Right.
They have no idea. So the story leading up to finding who can be a part of the show. So we're all hanging around. And there's another slider over in Big Top. Suave. He's such an amazing guy, dude. That guy is so nice. And I may have pronounced the name wrong, but I think his haunt name was Suave, if I remember right. And I asked him, I'm like, hey, dude, do you want to be a part of the show? Like, we have to come up with a show. Like, tonight, it's not going to be anything crazy. We're just going to go through all bases of safe tricks that I know you won't get hurt. I know no one else will get hurt. And that's all that matters, because we still have the rest of the season to go.
Yep.
He was in. And then R2, Luis, he was working as groundskeepers at the event this year. He wasn't doing haunt, but he got a 1-day pass through Star to work with us that night. So that's another person. So now we had about 5 or 6 people to do show.
Mind you, what time are you trying to scramble all this together?
6 o'clock.
So this is right before the event. This is like literally mere hour, like an hour before the event opens.
Yes, like some of us aren't even in makeup yet, and I'm literally running around like, who the hell is here?
Yeah.
Like, who could get in pads and be a part of this? Like, you could just slide and be a slider piece so people could slide through you, or a body to jump over. Like, you don't have to do anything. Just as long as you're a part of it, so we can make a show happen.
Yeah, because we need the bodies.
Scrambling, running around. And finally, we come up with a core people. Okay. Me and Nemo and Logan are all sitting down talking. This segment, this segment, this segment. Let's do this. And call it end. That's about 10 minutes. No problem. And 15 minutes before opening, before Maiden Voyage, we're literally backstage going through it, talking it over. everyone felt comfortable enough to say, okay, let's run it. And I said, don't worry if you miss a part. All of us are here to say, hey, go down there, be ready for this. Go down there, be ready for that. Oh, by the way, this is going to happen next. And even during our main show, every once in a while, someone would have to be a slight reminder.
Right.
But then it came just second nature where everyone knew their part. And
Dude.
Kat was there, Star was there, Brett was there to watch the first show go down. And this is what's crazy. For a 15-minute slap together show where we did pencil, we did bodies, we did slider P where each person stands and opens their legs and you have a shooter through each leg or one through the middle.
Right.
What else did we do? That was about it.
Dude, you put a fucking improv 2 show within an hour, a team, and then you fucking grabbed that team, literally told them everything they needed to know within 15 minutes, then went out and did the show, and the show wasn't actually half bad.
No, and what's crazy is the crowd was cheering like throughout the show, and I'm like, why is it when the whole team is there, we get just blank beer face just watching us? And I'm like, dude, you guys are going wild for a show
was that Monday crowd,
we came
bro.
up with, and it wasn't even that crazy big. And then
was just
when
that
we do
Monday
our
crowd.
main show, it was a complete like flip flop. It's like, okay, cool.
Man, that's great. I hats off to you. I mean, I don't know if anyone's listening, that's right there. That's some serious leadership skills. And I know, that's saying a lot, especially because you were the only one of the team, the core team that year there. So it was like you kind of in that point had to you were forced to step up, and you stepped up quickly, and you were able to produce 2 shows within one night. I understand it's obviously a lot of stress on the person because of the fact it's like, fuck, now you got to make sure everything goes good, make sure everything's okay, make sure everything's running good, make sure everyone understood their part, everything, how they're feeling going into show 2, I'm just glad that you were able to freaking improv to just make something out of nothing, and that's incredible, dude. Like,
I mean the major big parts was me and Logan and Nemo.
Right.
We wanted to do that because we are seasoned. We know what to do, and even then we were like, we're not going to kill ourselves tonight.
Yeah,
we're not.
You're just doing the basic stunts to get by the show.
The only thing Star wanted was 2 shows. There had to be 2 shows that night. Yeah. And at the end of the run, our after party, they do award ceremonies to acknowledge, everyone across the entire event.
Right.
And, I've never been the person that like gets an award at like anything, no matter how hard I work at. And it's not saying like, oh, I want something because I'm mad about it. No, I'm just used to like, hey, I put in my effort. I made this show and I made this job wherever I am in the world. We made it run. That's good enough for me.
Indeed it is.
And when they were doing their MVP awards, my name was called. And I literally turned and looked at the team and I was like, no way. And I went up there and I was acknowledged for taking the leadership role and just putting in my effort, showing up with a smile every day, no matter what task was needed that day. I said, hey, I want to work. I want to be a red jacket. No problem. I worked the merch booth. I worked the Pirates shooting range with the gel blasters.
Wow.
I worked the axe throwing cage and front of the line for Big Top.
You did
for like a hot second. And
I do remember
no matter
that
where
night.
they needed me, I just went right into it. And then when they threw me in the merch booth, I was like hands on deck on the register, and I was ringing people up, and I was asking like, hey, how do I look this up? Boom, 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 boom. After I knew that, keep the customers coming.
It's like I said, you just got to take the time to freaking learn everything. And I mean, you're a very fast learner. It looks like you're a very hands-on visual learner. So it's like once someone shows you something,
Yes.
you're pretty much like, okay, I got it. Talk to me overall, your thoughts and feelings of how you felt the season went. I mean, I thought you had an incredible season. Sure,
Oh,
there were some curves and there were some, speed bumps along the way, but that didn't stop you and you kept going. So overall, what did you think this season? What did you think of this season?
it was. It's such a hard competition between my first 2 years of Haunt, which was 2013 and 14,
Right.
because that was absolutely memorable for me. I got to work with Scott Ramp with the Scream team over at Six Flags. I got to work in my dream zone ever since I was a kid going to Six Flags. I got to work in Gotham City as
Nice.
one of the
Yeah.
clowns, and I was sliding, which that was like a dream come true.
City under
Um,
siege.
I literally put this year, man, it's so hard. It's like a 50-50 or a 49-51, dude. It's so hard because this year it was tiring. It was really tiring.
Yeah.
But the amount of memories made with not my best friends, man, my family. I mean, I literally have the Queen Mary Sliders logo tattooed on me.
He
That's how
does.
devoted I am.
He does.
And I think I am the very first person since Squeaks created that logo. I don't think any other person has the tattoo. I think I am the very first person to have the logo on me.
Damn, bro. That's commitment right there.
And of course, no one else on the team is that committed. No, I'm just kidding.
Nope. He's like, I got it.
I put that emblem on me for one. It's a badass logo.
It is.
I love it.
It's a really
I
cool
absolutely
logo.
love this logo. And not only that, it's something I get to look back at and say, dude, I was a part of this. I got to do that. I'm I brought I brought smiles to people's faces, man. Like guest wise and employee wise and friends wise and family wise, it's there's more meaning to than just the logo being on me.
Right. Right.
Um Overall this year, as every haunt goes, there's always going to be bumps in the road.
Yep.
There's always things are going to change. People are going to have to implement certain things. Rules are going to have to be applied. Things on the fly, even if, nothing happened, it's just something you have to adapt to.
Right.
And um, we did lose Omar uh, during the show or during the event, and Tonto and the whole team. I'm sorry. Let me back up a little bit. Tonto took the initiative of, hey, even if he's not here, I am going to keep all of us in check.
Right.
And it wasn't just Tonto as well. It was Dietz. Uh, Honestly, it was everyone. Everyone had to keep everyone in check. And especially, major props to Tonto, Dietz for really holding us down. I mean, it's not like, we're hellions causing havoc and, screwing it up for everybody. It was the fact of like, hey, lock in. We still have plenty of more shows to do. Don't do anything stupid to jeopardize the team, like sliding a bowling pinning into, guests or taking out a baby in a stroller or, like anything like that, because it's hard when you're working at an event that's so tight quarters and you have sold out nights.
Yeah.
You have to really make that judgment of, should I slide? Am I going to make it? And every haunter, they always bend their like ability. They either push themselves a little too hard and then they like, hey, I cleared a 2-inch gap and I'm a 6'3" guy.
Yeah.
And okay, cool. I made it. I made it through that gap. And then you do it again and then you end up toppling somebody, or you get hurt, or God forbid you hit a kid, or whatever the
God, that would
instance is.
suck.
It's not just one person that gets hurt, it throws it on everybody. And as far as I know, no one ever hit a single guess this year.
That's good.
Like, at all. I mean, everyone knew exactly, don't do that.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
that they did a good job this year on that. They were really they had a really good awareness this year.
and all of us knew, like, hey, don't go balls to the wall before the show starts on both shows.
Right.
Like, really play it out. Like, character work. You can not slide. Sliding is a scare tactic. It's not your character.
Yep. I 100% agree. 100% agree. But
And
yeah.
especially, Big Worm.
Big Worm.
She, for someone coming into this event brand new, and I can't even begin to explain where. Like, I would see her walking around and she would just do this, but like inhaling, and she would get scares right off the bat. And I'm like, okay, cool. And then as the season progressed, like, her character got even better and better and better and better and better. And I mean, watching her was hilarious, but also awesome, because for someone to just jump into, I'm a show slider and I've never done haunt. Holy
Man,
crap.
She really proved everyone wrong. She did. And she did a great job this year. She did
Even
an incredible
Alex.
job. Yeah, Alex did a great job too. It was incredible, man. It was a very, like I said, it was a good year for everyone, honestly.
Oh, Sammy too. I mean,
Yeah.
Sammy's done haunt, I think, but Sammy as well, 100%.
Yeah.
Steven coming over to Dark Harbor and finally being with us when he was over at Knott's.
Yeah.
Watching Steven was hilarious, man.
Steven was good.
It was so hard for me to like stay in character when I was watching him.
Yeah. He was
And then
good.
the nights that I broke Tonto and Nick, that was hilarious. It was Halloween night.
Man.
I've never seen someone fold over dying laughing so hard in my life.
Dude, they oh, one sec. Good stretch. Oh. All right. Dude, Halloween night was a good night, but overall I think we had just an incredible freaking season there. I mean, just coming as a guest and then seeing you guys, it was great. I mean, I've been saying it like crazy. Dark Harbor was my favorite event this year, hands down.
There were guests that I was remembering from night to night that were just guests. Like, I don't know who they are,
right?
But they were coming back and back again because it was good.
Yeah, me. No, but it was a fun time, and I got to know a lot of people for that, and you might be seeing them on this show relatively soon. So that's a great thing. Devin, for the slider team obviously was a special one this year, and obviously it's probably not going to be the same full team next year. But to anyone who wants to come on the team, anybody who wants to shoot their shot and try to join, like, what is the best advice you can give someone going into an audition for a slider team?
There's a lot of people that think you have to have knowledge into getting in something, and that goes with anything. Yes, it does help if you do have knowledge in sliding, because you want to know your basics, you want to know your safety, you want to know your body.
Right.
And you're going to put your body through hell. But you're going to put your body through hell if you're trying to push yourself's limit. You have to know what your body is capable of right now.
Right.
And then slowly expand into doing maybe other things. Like, everything is not show sliding. Knowing how to scare slide is like 100% of what you should know. Everyone wants to know tricks and stuff like that. By the way, for the viewers, boot camps, if you guys want to come out to boot camp, you will have more than enough people around you that are 110% willing to show you anything you want.
Yeah.
Anything. We've all been there. We've all done it. I mean, this is my second year of doing show, but I've been sliding since 2010 at, Halloween, my friend's haunt, leading up to going into Six Flags, sliding there, taking a little bit of break off of sliding, but every single year I still slid just on my own. I just didn't do it at a theme park wise. It was only for 2013 and 14. But from 2022 all the way up till now, I've been sliding religiously.
Dude, and it's not, it's like you said, like, when this video gets released, it's going to be obviously it's going to be January. So when, you got a couple months down the road, just what I would do is follow the QM Sliders page. We're already talking about potential. We're gonna do another boot camp. We're already talking dates. We don't know anything. There's nothing set in stone yet as of this recording. But when things get announced, when things get set in stone, when things are ready to be announced, you can find them first on the QM Slider page. So if you do want to take advantage of that, I highly recommend it. It is a free boot camp. No money is needed to come out and just learn. The only thing that is requested of you is you bring your own gear, you bring some water because it does get hot out there, and bring some positive vibes because we're all there to have a good time. We're all there to learn, and we're all there to help each other. So yeah, definitely take advantage.
There's no egos ever. Everyone here is so happy to be around everybody. We are extremely welcoming.
Whether you're whether you're the worst of the worst or the best of the best. I've seen the worst of the worst work with the best of the best at these events. Like, it honestly, it is super beneficial. There is so much years of knowledge at this event that you'd be dumb not to take advantage of it.
Right. And not only that, like, bring your own gear. Like, let's say, hey, I have gloves, but they're falling apart. All of us have usually 2 pairs, maybe even 3 pairs of certain gear that we could loan to you. That way you could still be out there working with us. I mean, everyone in their haunt box has glue or extra parts or whatever it needs.
Tape, zip ties. Someone's going to have it.
You name it.
Someone's going to have it.
So don't hesitate to ask, like, hey, does anyone have E6000 or
anybody got duct tape? Anybody got
glue or tape? Whatever it is. Don't hesitate.
Everyone's always there.
One of the things that I was wanting to do this year throughout our boot camps, it's been on my mind. I wanted to have like a universal set of gear. Now, it's hard to come up with shoes since everyone has different shoe size, but I want like a small, medium, and large set of pads and maybe a small, medium, large set of gloves.
Okay.
So that way, hey, if someone wants to try it and they don't have anything or they don't know, hey, slap on these pair right now. We'll tape up your shoes so they don't get eaten up on the rink.
Yeah.
And try it. Yeah. It's been on my mind.
No, it's a good idea, especially with, connections that people can have, connections that, the team could have too. It's just, it's a good way to get people out there and active. So yeah, definitely keep an eye on that. I think that's great advice, Devin. Just go out there, no egos, be yourself, and just want to learn it. Come out to these experiences, these events, because these are free. This is free knowledge, and it will help you better you in the long run. They'll give you exactly what you need to know going into that audition and everything you need to know to execute that audition. So a lot of these people that are at the rink, they've done these auditions, so they know what they look for.
And even if you don't know and you're a first-time viewer, when you hear people talk about the rink, it's Chapman Sports Park.
Yeah, in Garden Grove, California.
In Garden Grove, California. Just look up Chapman Sports Park.
Yeah.
And it will take you right to it. And it's not the roller derby section. It's actually a flat concrete slab that is super laminate smooth. And it's literally next to it. Like, you park.
It's all the open space, yeah. You'll see all the open space.
You literally park, walk 30 feet, and you're on this open space.
Yeah, you go through like this little kind of little pathway, and then it goes into the space. It's the pathway between the tennis ball courts and the actual blocked off rink, and that will take you into the open rink and the tennis courts and the field.
Yep. And it's completely free. It's a park.
Yeah. The only thing I ask, pick up your trash and respect the space.
Yes, pick up your zip ties.
Yes.
That is like the number one thing I see everywhere.
They can easily ban us from that park if they wanted to. So pick up your trash. All right. Well, Devin, it has been an absolute pleasure to sit with you again. Thank you again for the time. I'm glad we got to do this a year later. This is incredible.
It's crazy to think it's been a year later.
Already,
it feels
dude.
like just the other night we were up from midnight till 4 a.m.
Dude, I know. And now we're just like, Devin and I were like, we're going to cut that in half this time. We're like, we understand.
Yeah.
But Devin told the entire story that first time, so.
With the entirety of Discord going down.
Yeah. Zoom. We had to like switch
Zoom
to like different platforms. We actually successfully got through a podcast today, so that's awesome.
I know, not a single problem.
Not a single problem at all. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to follow Devin on his Instagram. You have a character one, right? It's the Life Alert.
Yes, it's QMS_Life Alert.
There it is. Go follow his character account so you can keep up to date with what they are doing. Because I'm pretty sure when things start happening with the team, he will start posting on that page and letting you guys know little by little some hints or teases of things that are to come.
Yeah. There's a lot of really big things for 2026.
A lot of big things in the works. So stay tuned because there's a lot of things that we are trying to work and make happen, and it's looking very positive so far. So let's get it going. If you guys are new to the channel, of course, make sure to subscribe. If you guys liked this episode of the podcast, leave a like, smash it, leave some comments down below for Devin, letting you know what you thought of him this haunt season. With nothing else more, stay spooky, stay safe. We love each and every one of you, and we'll see you on the next episode for the Mindless Horror Podcast.
Whoop, whoop.